3 in one sitting, is there any need?
Let's make some magic.
Is it, what is it? Is it that you don't like me enjoying my life, or you don't want to see me happy? Which one is it?
I just think
Which one is it?
It's just
I don't drink, I don't go out, I don't party.
So excessive mini roll consumption it is.
Is it the happiness that makes you angry that I'm happy? Is seeing me happy? It's like when I nap. I can't have a nap.
Would you allow a child to have 3?
I'm 40 years old.
The fact that this man is logically reasoning through why his wife has a problem with him having too many snacks, it's honestly another demonstration of what men are willing to put themselves through for the sake of love. The sad part is that guys like this, they deserve better. But good men are also extremely loyal, so he's not going to just get up and leave because he's unhappy in the marriage. No, he's going to reason through it, and he's going to try to get his wife to see the light. He's going to try to get her to treat him better, or he's at least just going to cope with it and do what he wants. He's going to eat the snacks. But the even sadder part is that if down the line, like years from now, his wife decides that she's not happy and she wants to leave the marriage, that man is going to be single and then probably want to stay single because of how he was treated. He was actually pretty unhappy in the relationship, and that's how he's going to view relationships. So why would he get into another one?
Funny how everyone pretends men have options when the system gives them none. He knows the moment he walks away, he pays for it. Literally, if he stays, he carries the weight. If she leaves, he carries the bill. There's no winning, just different versions of losing. That's why so many men stay single after one bad experience. They finally understand the cost of trying. And the double standards are loud. The minute he questions anything, even her habits or lifestyle, he's labeled as the villain. Accountability disappears, and he's expected to accept it. Modern dating isn't partnership anymore. It's punishment with polite branding. No wonder men choose peace instead.
Here's a little dating and relationship advice. Men and women. Gentlemen, if you meet a woman and you ask, hey, what happened in your last relationship? And she says, oh, I left because he didn't make me happy. This is a huge red flag. Understand one simple thing. It is not a man's job to make a woman happy. Happiness comes from within. Yes, it sounds like some sort of yoga poster, but the point is, it is true. It is not a man's responsibility to make a woman happy. If a woman is not happy, it doesn't matter what you do. You will never ever be able to make her happy. It's a simple equation. Find a woman that is already happy with herself, already happy with her life, and she wants to share that happiness with you. Any woman who comes to you broken, try not to look for someone that you have to fix. It's hard. It's difficult. A lot of women out there are broken. I hate to say it. Problem with that is they're looking for someone to come in to fix them. And if that is what you think you're going to do, it will always end in your pain.
What's wild is how the checklist for men keeps getting longer, while the effort required from them keeps getting smaller. They want protection, entertainment, gifts, compliments, doors opened, and endless satisfaction on demand. Yet they never stop to question whether any man should be chained to that kind of expectation. The entitlement is loud, and the double standards are draining. At some point, men simply step back, not out of anger, but out of clarity.
The only thing I'm going to say, where's the lie? That's all I want to know.
The only thing men really need to learn is that you will never be able to make a woman happy. You just can't. If you last too long, then that's too much. But if you last too little, then that's too little. If you want too much intimacy, then you're being pushy. If you don't want intimacy at all, then you're cheating. You can remember to take out the trash, but she's going to remember that you didn't do the dishes. You can give her child support, and you can give her over that and pay all of the in-between, and it's never enough. But when you pay nothing, then you're a deadbeat and she's still not happy. You could plan the perfect date, but if you didn't spend enough, then it's still not good enough. But if you don't plan a date, then you're a loser that puts in no effort. Women who don't have boobs want boobs. Women who don't have ass want ass. Women who have too much ass want a smaller ass. If you text too much, then you're basically a simp. But if you text too little, then you're a loser who doesn't care. You could buy her exactly what she wants, but if it's the wrong color, then it's still not exactly what she wants. You could give her all of the affirmation and all of the emotional support, but she's always going to remember the one time that you didn't. If you work too much, then you're not spending enough time with her. But then if you cut your hours and you're home with her more often, but you're making less money, then you're broke and you're basically a loser. If you watch too much football or have a hobby with the guys, then you're not invested in her. But if you don't have any hobbies or any other interests other than her, then you're a simp. Until you understand this as a man, that it's not your job or your responsibility to continuously make her happy, and that you can't make her happy, your life will be a lot easier. Okay, bye.
A lot of modern dating feels flipped on its head, and not in a way that benefits anyone. Too many women treat men like accessories for validation, while calling the behavior empowerment. But that's never what men were asking for. Most men want something simple: loyalty, peace, and a partner who actually stands beside them. Instead, modern women chase attention, confuse chaos for chemistry, and mistake short-term thrills for real connection. That's why so many relationships fall apart before they ever have a chance.
Yes, men are happy being single. They're definitely enjoying it more than they used to before. And because I see it, you know, it's gotten harder to date, you know, lately. Men are very satisfied in their lives without women. They're working a lot, either working a lot, or if they're not working, then, you know, they'll hang out with their friends, with their family, with their kids. Well, with their kids, it's a given. But yeah, they're happy being, if they're not married, they're happy being, you know, bachelors and having their own space and not having to commit to anyone. So yeah, this wasn't the case before, but this is what it is now.
Nobody wants to admit it, but men are finding real happiness on their own now. No tension, no emotional landmines, no constant demands, just peace, purpose, and room to breathe. They're investing their time into goals, discipline, health, and growth instead of tiptoeing around someone who barely notices their effort. When a man chooses solitude over chaos, it's not loneliness, it's clarity.
Do you think women can ever be happy with a guy that doesn't fulfill her hypergamy? Do you think that...
I think that if I was a normal guy, I didn't mean to cut your question off, but I want to answer the first one. If I were just some normal dude, I would not marry a woman that would not commit to leaving social media, because it ruins it. It ruins it. Look, back in the 80s, my dad might have seen one or two women that were beautiful outside of my mom, and he might have seen them in a parking lot one time and never saw them again. You know? Mm-hmm. And so in that way, it made things a lot easier for people. I don't think it's easy for women, because women, either they marry a normal guy and they get flooded with every guy that is statistically better than them in some way. And they are naturally hypergamous by their primal needs, right? So I'm not out here saying women are shit. And then men, they go online and they're like me or my friends, and they get the selection of all the women they want. Mm-hmm. And I might sleep with said person, but I'm probably not going to wife her up because my inbox is full of it. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's easy for either side. And then if you're a normal guy, then you're really screwed because you're not really kind of getting either one of those.
It doesn't matter how much a man gives. Some women only measure by what someone else has. In a world where comparison never stops, enough is never actually enough. The average man struggles because the average woman believes she's outgrown him, even when she hasn't earned better. And the men who are above average? They may entertain these women, but they rarely commit to them. And that brief access permanently distorts her expectations. Social media only amplifies it, giving every woman a front row seat to men she'll never meet and lifestyles she'll never touch. It's not entitlement, it's inflation. And reality always hits harder when the fantasy fades. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.